Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. We're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Floats it out in space. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Tulane. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll ride the running back and leave him with it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
And this defense started to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Backed up, 3rd and 10 from inside their own 5. Like a doctor, first do no harm. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down of the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second.
Okay, ready? Green 25. Ready?
They'll leave it with it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try the run. We'll give them a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it.
Easy.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quick completion to the right. Still running at the 40. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Gorilla!
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He spins that thing down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gonna take a shot. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive.
Easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's got the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Line getting set on second down.
Cricket.
They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. It's caught. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I don't think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff from the gun. Picks up the first down. At the 45 on its way. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll ride the high hand, and the defense snows him under after a very short game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Easy.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Okay,
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Lasso. Lasso.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Blue Raider. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Snagged out of the air. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. See what the Blue Raider offense can get going. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Moves.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
The misconnection leaves them with a 3rd down.
Here we go. Hornet.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Motion from the back. Going right to work up top. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Plows through the defense. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Kill.
From the gun, the ground game. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes a grab over the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They'll go right back to it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The give on the inside. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 35 to Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
29 Philly.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Power football with he's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on fourth down. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Wants to fire on second down. Right on target this time. He's past the marker, out of bounds, 13 ticks left on the clock. Tulane right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Release to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Makes the grab. And that is how we will wrap this one up. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor?